Please welcome Hall of Famer number 14, Jim Ed Rice.
Just noted my spot right here.
All right. Didn't know that. Kate.
To move.
Good evening.
Hey, Jim.
Of course, I'm not the type of person that's going to sit here and talk about myself. Enough has been said. I would like to know what you want to talk about. I'm not, I guess, a numbers guy. Not a guy that really enjoyed talking about himself. I got paid to do this job. I had a pretty good career. But besides the career, I still take this as grown men playing a kid's game. We've all played probably baseball or stickball when it was coming up. We played for fun. And I took it as a game of fun. Also, I took it as a way of living, making a living for my family. But I never really took it per se as a job. It was a job, but I didn't take it as a job. I didn't have to punch in. You got a certain time to be here. You come in early. After the game over, with a certain time you had to leave. You still hang around the ballpark. It was just a way of making a good living for your family and being outside, which I think everyone enjoyed being outside. And just to be able to still play a kid's game at a grown-up level. Just enjoyed it. I never had a real job as far as taking some of your office problems home and maybe taking out on the wife and kids. Once I left the ballpark, that was it. I didn't take this home. You know, I just look forward to the next day. You know, just go for 4, tomorrow be a better day. Go 4 for 4, think tomorrow be a better day. I never took it home. I don't think my wife would have let me. So she was more of a critic than I was about myself, because by her not playing the game, you know, a lot of people can second guess you by looking at the game. But when you put the uniform on and you go between the lines, you have different ideas. And so, you know, she may say, "Well, why did you swing at that ball?" It was a hit and run, you know, something that the team had gave you signs to do. So she didn't know all of that. But she was probably one of my best supporters and also one of my worst critics, because we dated all through high school, 9th grade. I knew her in the 7th grade, so she saw me when I was in high school, struggled all through the minor leagues, so she knew the type of person that I was, and she knew my makeup as good as Johnny Pesky did. Johnny Pesky was my hitting instructor from 75 to 80 to 89, and so he knew a lot. But my wife knew that a couple nights I couldn't sleep, couldn't wait to get to the ballpark the next day. But she was pretty hard on me, and that's really about it. Just never took it home. Enjoyed a game of baseball. I had a gift, and I wanted to be as good as the 2 left fielders before me, and play for a great owner, a great organization, best fans I ever played on. Can't get any better than that, and made a pretty good living out of it. I didn't think about the money, because all good players at that time were going to make their money. But now you have bad players making good money. That's the difference right now. You have bad players making good money. And I feel like not all of them. You got to watch what you say. Not all of them, but I think a lot of fans are being cheated in the game of baseball. Because I think when you guys come out here and watch a baseball game, you want to see a guy go 100%. I mean, we're not going to be able to go 100% every day, but at least out of those 3 at bats, we can at least get, out of those 4 at bats, we can at least hustle 3 times. So that's about it, you know. And one thing about the fan will let you know when you're cheated. And, you know, it's tough for some guys to come here and live up to the expectation of the Boston fans, and also New York and other ballparks that are looking for good ball players to come up to be able to help their ball clubs. And, you know, if you help the ball club and you get an increase in salary, that's what will put you to another level. But now can that guy go to another level? Those are some of the things that I think before the Red Sox, Yankees, Baltimore, Detroit, Mets, whoever signed a lot of guys, they want to know if these guys be able to take it to another level. Because if you can't take it to another level, why are you going to give this guy $10 million when he's already making $5 million? So let him keep making those $5 million. So, but those are some of the things that you as fans, you know, when you read about what guys are writing about certain guys, they say this guy's a pretty good ball player, and then you look at his numbers and say, well, he may be he's a good ball player for maybe 1 or 2 years, but what about the other 8 that he? So it's a pretty fine line in there. But I think it depends too on the caliber of the guy and what he's willing to do. Because when you're talking about coming to the Red Sox, the only thing you want to think about is what a winner, and that's what you want to do. You want someone to win. You get a bunch of guys be losers, you know. You want to win. You know? So that's it. That's about all that I want to say before I get in trouble.
Can I ask you a question that may get you in trouble?
It's okay.
Your take on the steroid era.
I've never been around steroids. I really don't know what steroids are. Some said steroids or substance to heal faster. Some say that you can heal faster and you get stronger. I don't know. It's not good for baseball. It's not good for high school kids. It's not good for college kids, because what college kids and high school kids are seeing that major league players are getting away with, they're going to try to do the same thing. Follow. I mean, you lead by example. But these guys are trying to follow by example. Why? Because it's good for the major league players. It's good enough for me, which is wrong.
Jim, where'd you learn that you were inducted into the Hall of Fame, that you've gotten the votes necessary after that? And what was your immediate feeling? What was that call like?
I didn't have a feeling. I don't think anyone can say it was a good feeling. I don't know what a good feeling is. You know, when you get a call, I think I could be more apt to give you a better feeling when they say that you hit the lottery.
Yeah.
I waited so long, and
Too long.
I knew it wasn't that. I knew I was going to get either 2 calls, one from Hall of Fame or one from Pam Ganley, media relationship here with the Red Sox. And I got the call from Jeff Idelson, and Jeff told me to say, hey, you're in the Hall of Fame. I said, okay, thank you.
Were you nervous before your speech?
No.
Where were you? Were you at home? Yeah. Hanging out on the couch?
I'm not allowed to lay on the couch. I was sitting.
Doing a dinner.
No, I was
Well,
sitting.
today's our last.
No.